Yo, Wagwan is that guy, Nalox. The craziest thing about making YouTube videos, you just gotta do it. You know, you can't overthink it. You can't be waiting for the perfect moment. Even if you're not inspired, just do it. The best way to be motivated to do something is to just force yourself to do it. And the first time is always the hardest, and the second time it's a little bit easier, the third time easier than that, and then that's how you get the ball rolling with things. And that's how I stay recording here every single day. Even some mornings I might not feel like recording, but I'm just hop on the mic, and it's like between the 40 seconds ago when this video started and now, I already feel better about my liking of this video and giving it to you guys, opposed to a minute ago where I was like, I don't really feel like doing a video, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. And now I'm here talking to you guys, and I'm getting back in the flow, and I'm loving life. So big ups to that. Today I am talking about Iann Dior and his locks. I just heard his music yesterday for the first time, and I figured, the nation's been asking for this review for a while now anyways, so I may as well get it to you guys. So without further ado, this is Iann Dior and his Dreadlocks. And it's interesting to see the types of music coming out these days. Iann Dior being more of like a singer than a rapper, but not really quite singing. He's kind of in between. Kind of reminds me of the same style of kind of like Trippie Redd, where he's not really rapping, but he's more musically inclined, if that makes any sense. The kid does have some Freeform dreads coming into play, of the high top kind. So without further ado, let's jump right into what his dreads are looking like. This is This is Iann Dior, the industry plant, here on YouTube, and doesn't really have much songs out there, but he's definitely making a scene and a wave out there in the music scene. So what do we see here with his locks? I need to just mute this so I don't get any copyright infringes here, even though I might get some still playing this video. So what I notice about Iann's locks is that he's got the high top Freeform going on with a little bit of just dreads hanging in front of his face over here. Now these locks look to be longer and more manipulated than the rest of his hair. I'm curious as to why they kind of matured quicker than the rest of his head, but you can really see how they've matured. Now the tips here being blunted and matured way quicker than the rest of his hair. So I have a feeling that these dreads at the front may have been manipulated a bit with some crochet or some twisting, palm rolling, more so than anything. But if you notice the rest of his locks, they are coming into play with these loose ends. Cold water rinses would really help form these locks, as well as washing with the residue-free shampoos. And essentially his hair is the perfect type for the Freeforms to come into play. And the way his hair kind of reminds me of Sideshow Bob, same sort of style there. And his locks probably only within a year old, if anything. If I were to be looking at some other videos that I saw recently that were this video with Gunna, considering that he's here as an industry plant on his album, he's got this video called Strings, and he's being puppeteered like a puppet. I mean, there's subliminal messaging here. Whether this is Iann's idea or if it's his manager's idea, but they're basically showing us that he's not in control of his career, of his life. He's a puppet on strings, just like a lot of people in the industry, hence why he's now an industry plant. His locks looking more mature here than in the previous video from 6 months ago. We got some length that's a few inches longer than the previous video. And for the rest of his hair, we actually do see a couple more new dreads forming in the back. versus what he had in that last video. Now, I'm a fan of the way his hair is looking. It's pretty unique. You never see many people rocking dreads, you know, just at the front as bangs. Most people do the opposite, where they leave the bangs natural and then everything else is locked up. But I like the way that Iann's hair is looking here. Now, he does have some highlights in here, so there's a little bit of bleaching, highlighting going on. But for the most part, his locks are very maintained. You can see now these tips are actually more blunted than they were 6 months ago. So he's free-forming the top, but yet crocheting. So I mean, there's that. Not really too much more to really say about his locks. I like Gunna's locks as well. Gunna has some pretty cool locks in the industry that have been pretty popular. I notice these guys that are affiliated with Young Thug tend to have similar hairstyles as Young Thug, the braid locks, the extensions. One thing about Iann's hair here is that it's obviously not extended of any sort. He is rocking all his real. Gunna is a puppet for the money, for the fame. So I wonder where Iann's locks are gonna go in the years to come. I would like to see more maturing happening on the top and the back of his hair, not just the front of his locks, because this kid could definitely have some pretty epic freeforms if you were to just keep them growing the way they are and letting them start to Congo up. Looking at some images of Iann, it's crazy. Since 6 months ago, his hair hasn't really changed a whole lot. So I mean, pictures like this really show his length beyond the curls. This picture really showing us his hair actually currently, and how the forms have happened with these locks in the front, and even how the rest of his hair is starting to form together. So I mean, these will all dread up eventually, and these are going to be way bigger dreads than what he has in the front of his hair right now. More of the beginning stages, these locks here looking a lot looser, and there's no bleach here. And his afro is like twice the size of that now. And if we look at his locks here now on Instagram, it looks like they might actually be Congoing up a bit towards the roots. You can see the messy fro style that he's got going on. Question, what are your thoughts on guys with black nail polish? Because I mean, my girl rocks the same nail polish right now, and I think it's funny. Should I rock some nail polish too, guys? Swag it out for you guys. Be a sad boy, maybe. It could be a sad boy. Be a happy boy. I'm gonna have to put on some lime green nail polish. These locks here in this photo, nice silhouette of what's going on. Very sideshow bob leg, and he actually has some good length down here. It's amazing that these locks are so much longer than the rest of his hair. The shrinkage is happening on the afro, and the locks are just lengthening. In the final picture here, you can see the bleach and the current stage of his fro. So big ups to Iann for doing what he's been doing with these locks, grinding up some weed there, rolling some spliffs. He does know about that life. Just realized I forgot to turn on my one lamp up here for this video, but it's all good. I feel like the lighting is still just as great. Today I'm rocking my bench hoodie and my dreads lock in, feeling magnificent, down flowing, just down flowing today, not really doing too much with the style wise. So I'm gonna end this video here. I appreciate you guys stopping by here and rocking with me on this channel from a day-to-day basis. Much love and blessings to everybody out there. Peace and prosperity to you guys, and of course blessings and, you know, just manifesting abundance for everybody. You know, I want everybody to be living their best life, be their best selves, and grow their best dreads, grow their best locks, you know, spreading peace and love out here. So until next time, peace out, one love, and I'll see you in the next Dreadlock update. Say happy and nappy. I'll see you guys then. Peace.
Madder than, sicker than them. Madder than, sicker than them. Dreader than dread, dreader than dread. Yeah, but look at me tell them, say, yo, say what? We rise up on and let them up.